live or right here on Facebook or YouTube. It's today from 11:30 to noon. Now, tomorrow, we've got the sports section live from Brothers Market in Sigourney. We're going to be talking to Clint Weber of Pekin football, Ryan Jackson from EBF football, and Jared Jensen from Sigourney Keota football. So, a loaded show tomorrow. If you like high school football, of course, tonight we're kicking off high school football right here on Steve Shuttler Media. Let's take a look at the full slate of games for tonight in our area. This brought to us by Sheets Chiropractic in Sigourney. You got Cardinal at Pekin. We're going to have that game live video right here on Steve Shuttler Media starting shortly before 7 o'clock this evening. Tune in. Josh Clubb, Zach Wise, your commentators. I'll be hanging out as well. Cardinal at Pekin tonight. Pekin football here on Steve Shuttler Media all season long. Big game. PCM at Sigourney Keota tonight. We'll have Clint Dye of Tag Team Photography on the scene, getting pictures, going to get us an article, and a highlight of the game video. So we're going to have the Sigourney Keota game covered after the fact. So, it's gonna look for all of our coverage for Sigourney Keota this year, again on Steve Shuttler Media. We've got Montezuma at Southeast Warren, Midland at EV, HLV Tri-County at Belle Plaine. Other games include North Mahaska at EBF, Oski at Washington, Keokuk at Ottumwa, Albia at Centerville. Your football schedule for this week brought to us by Sheets Chiropractic and Wellness in Sigourney. Make sure you stop in and say hi to Katie. Get your adjustments done with Katie at Sheets Chiropractic and Wellness. Then, of course, coming up next week, we'll have TNT Tuesday Night Tune-Up. If you like the local racing scene, Safe Grafke is your host, talking to local and area drivers Tuesday at Smoky Row at 7 o'clock. We have that live here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook, and YouTube through October. So lots of stuff going on basically every day. Sunday is really our only day off as far as videos go. I got to turn my little fan on in the background. It is hot in the studio today. Basically, something video-wise goes on every day here on Steve Shuttler Media, other than Sunday. And we still have some content on Facebook on Sundays. So, we're always busy here on Steve Shuttler Media. Did I miss anything? Let's see here. We do want to put up some community calendar events. Coming up in about a month, we've got the Youth Outdoor Field Day. And that is put on by Mahaska County Conservation, September 28th. Put that on your calendar. We've got a rescheduled rodeo at the Keokuk County Expo. Now, they tried to do this during Fair Week at Expo in Sigourney, but it got stormed out. There was a big storm that rolled through that night. And so they have rescheduled the Rogue Rodeo Expo rodeo in Sigourney, coming up on Saturday, September 21st. So put that on your calendars, that makeup date for that. And then also we've got Montezuma PAC, P-A-C, Montezuma PAC, presenting their Halloween Carnival coming up on October 19th at the Montezuma Schools Auditorium. So, we're getting into that season already with spooky stuff. So that's your community calendar events here on Steve Shuttler Media. Shall we do some birthdays? Let's go ahead and do that. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hometown Real Estate, Nikki Leathers, bringing us our birthdays. Go to hometown-re.com. On the hometown side, weekend birthdays for this weekend. Jackie McDermott, one of my big supporters here on Steve Shuttler Media, having a birthday today. I think she's also going to be at Barnwired today. So we'll be celebrating Jackie's birthday. I know Amy at Barnwired. It's her last Friday working at Barnwired, so we're going to be celebrating her as well. So a whole bunch of little celebrations going on all together today at Barnwired. Jackie, happy birthday to you. Clayton Hatley has a birthday today. Sally Kloppenberg has a birthday, as does Jesse Stewart, and Danny Beckert, and Jackie Jarms, all with birthdays today. Birthdays tomorrow, Jason Walsmith, Bruce Pfeiffer, Stephen Seeley, all with birthdays on Saturday. And then Sunday birthdays include Daniel Thatcher, Iowa music artist, and then Lori Tejon with a birthday on Sunday. So lots of area birthdays for this weekend. Happy birthday to all of you folks. Celebrity birthdays for today, we've got Warren Buffett, rich guy, author, 94 years old for Warren Buffett. Ben Jones, if that name doesn't ring a bell, he was Cooter on Dukes of Hazzard. Cooter, Coo. So Cooter, I think he was in politics for a while. Ben Jones was Cooter's real name, 83 years old. Robert Parrish, heck of a basketball player for the Boston Celtics, 71 years old today. Actress Cameron Diaz, she's my age. She's 52. And then from tennis, Andy Roddick is 42 years old. Those are your birthdays. Celebrity and hometown birthdays brought to us each weekday by Hometown Real Estate. I think that, yeah, I do want to. We can't hype this up enough. I am excited. It is Football Friday. I mean, we're here. We're into, of course, the Hawkeyes play tomorrow. We've got all of our state teams playing this weekend and all of our high school teams tonight. But yeah, this is the first football broadcast on Steve Shetler Media. And I am excited. I'm glad that Pekin is allowing me to do their games this year. Josh Clubb, the play-by-play guy, Zach Wise on color commentary. Going to be streaming these games on Facebook and YouTube for the regular season into the postseason as well. So tune in. We're going to start probably around 10 till 7, right around 6:50 p.m. tonight for our pregame, a little bit of a pregame, and we'll get you prepared for the Pekin Panther game against Cardinal, two of our teams that we follow here on Steve Shetler Media as far as athletics goes. So Cardinal at Pekin, it's tonight here on Steve Shetler Media. Tune in. Just tune in for a little bit. That would make me happy. The more views, the better. So we're looking forward to Pekin Panther football tonight and all season long here on Steve Shetler Media. A good morning to you, Bubby, Dan, Tamara, Nancy, Sandy, Amber, Laura Lee, my cousin Sherry, Patrick, and Sherry. Hope you're all off to a good start on this Friday, August 30th. We're doing the morning wake up. It's brought to us by Atumwa Coasters from the Oski Dental Studios. I was looking, we just went past the 1 year official anniversary. And so in my Facebook memories, I've been looking at those just to see how things have changed in the last year. And I tell you what, they have changed dramatically. I'm looking back at some of my videos from the first week. Cringy. Yeah, like there was nothing on the wall back here. It was just a black wall. The screen has changed pretty dramatically. My delivery has obviously gotten a little bit better, but yeah, it was a year ago. It wasn't too great. So if you have stuck with me since those first few days, I definitely appreciate you, and I definitely appreciate all my sponsors for keeping things going here on Steve Shetler Media. On this date in history, August 30th. Let's see here. On this date, 30 BC, Queen Cleopatra. If you know the Pam Tillis country song, you want to say Cleopatra, the Queen of Denial. Egyptian Queen Cleopatra died on this date from a self-inflicted snake bite from an asp. Make sure you get the P in there at the end. A snake bite from an asp. That's a heck of a way to go, to have a snake bite you. On this date in 1780, Benedict Arnold became a traitor. It was on this date in 1797, the author of Frankenstein was born, Mary Shelley. It was on this date in 1963, a hotline between Washington, D.C. and Moscow was created. It went into operation. 1-800-YOU-SUCK, Russia. That's the number. No. On this date, 1974, a lovely lady. The Brady Bunch made its TV debut. You know, they're all in the squares looking over at each other with Alice right in the middle. Was that like the first ever Zoom call? The beginning of Brady Bunch, where they're all looking around? It was on this date in 1983. Yep. The Three Stooges received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, 1983. Today, accordingly, because it's Mary Shelley's birthday, it is National Frankenstein Day. Frankenstein Day. It's International Whale Shark Day. What's a whale shark? Never heard of such a thing. Is it whales and sharks or just whale shark? What's a whale shark? It's National we're celebrating sharks, but it's National Beach Day. So maybe the sharks will celebrate that it's Shark Day. National Grief Awareness Day. Yes, we are aware there is grief. And there's National Toasted Marshmallow Day. So marshmallow, which, you know, I didn't realize till lately that how you spell marshmallow. I think I brought this up here a while back. Marshmallow. There's an A. It's not mellow, mallow. Marshmallow. It's marshmallow. Mellow, mallow. Mellow, mallow. I don't know. Anyway, it's that day today. Hey, hope you're off to a good start on this Friday. Let's go ahead and take a look and hear from some of our sponsors, including our headliner, Ottumwa Coasters. Do you need a great marketing tool to advertise your business or event? Then use Ottumwa Coasters. Get your business or event on drink coasters featured in Ottumwa's most popular restaurants. It's the most fun and effective way to reach the community. Starting at just $199, you get 1,000 coasters delivered to Ottumwa's most popular restaurants. Look for Ottumwa Coasters on Facebook or call or text 573-932-0111.
2021 Iowa Frontenac is a big, bold, dry red wine from Tassel Ridge Winery that has big aromas of spice and leather on the nose, blackberry and plum notes on the palate, all followed by hints of baking spice, smoke, and licorice on the finish. It's made from Frontenac grapes grown in our vineyard and was aged in American oak barrels for 11 months. The 2021 Iowa Frontenac is great with grilled meat. The 2021 Iowa Frontenac is available at the winery and in a few of our nearly 400 retail outlets in Iowa. Check the QR code to go directly to our website for a list of retailers. Tassel Ridge Winery is located in Lighton on Highway 163 between Pella and Oskaloosa and is open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, Saturday from 10 to 6, and Sunday from noon to 6. Check our website at tasselridge.com.
Jeremy Empey Web Design, designing since 1999. Graphic design, website maintenance, and more. Web solutions for any size project, serving Oskaloosa and beyond. Jeremy Empey Web Design has web solutions for any size project. He can breathe life into your website, and he'll help you out with fast support. Web hosting, web development, and website maintenance. Whatever you need, Jeremy Empey Web Design can help you out. Call Jeremy at 641-295-4844 or get more information at jeremyempey.com.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965. Watch Pekin Panther football live right here this fall on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube with live announcers and an updated scoreboard, plus an area scoreboard to keep you updated on other schools of interest. It's Pekin Panther football live right here on Steve Shetler Media starting Friday, August 30th.
for calling the City Cinema Mega Multiplex Du-Quad Tri-Omni Theaters, where we always proudly serve yesterday's snacks, and each of our employees always strive to do less striving. Now playing, scientists discover prehistoric coffee and brew up a pot in Jurassic Park. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon reunite for a musical but can't remember the words in Good Will Humming. And don't miss the worst musical ever made, an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow Deadpool and Wolverine. So if you feel like going to a great movie and have a great time, just don't count on getting both here at your nearest City Cinema Mega Multiplex Du-Quad Tri-Omni Theaters. Thank you for calling.
That sounds like such a great theater to go to see a movie. We got to check that out sometime. Hey, thanks to all of our sponsors for making things possible here on Steve Shuttler Media. Autumnal Coasters, our headliner, and Oski Dental bringing us our studios. Let's go ahead and jump in to some things you need to know. Whoa. Things you need to know. Police in the suburbs of New York City made their first arrest for a new law that bans wearing a face mask in public. I hadn't heard about this. So a new law in New York City banning wearing a face mask in public. How can they do that? I mean, shouldn't that be like an option if you're like a germaphobe or something? I don't know. I guess that's a thing. Let's see here. Just to make sure this is on your radar, 9 people have died as a result of the nationwide listeria outbreak tied to a deli meat from the company Boar's Head. Boar's Head Deli Meats. You might want to look out for that. Listeria is what's going around there. How about this coming out of Massachusetts? In Norwood, Massachusetts, Danny Doherty had a plan to raise money for his brother's hockey team by selling homemade ice cream. A few days after he opened, his family received a letter from the Norwood Board of Health ordering it to shut down, saying it had received a complaint and that the 12-year-old's ice cream stand violated the Massachusetts Food Code. Fundraisers and lawsuits have followed. So an ice cream stand, homemade ice cream stand getting shut down due to food codes. Okay. Other stuff you need to know. Pittsburgh Steelers have named Russell Wilson as their starter for the upcoming season. Russell's getting kind of old, so Steelers going to go with him, though. A new study says that recreational drug use, even pot, triples your risk of heart attack or a stroke, survey says. Shake Shack. Shake Shack. Shack Shake. Shake Shack. Shake Shack says it's closing down. I should buy a Shake Shack and make it local. Steve Shuttler's Shake Shack. Shuttler's Shake Shack. The Shake Shack says it's closing down 6 of their California restaurants, including 5 in the Los Angeles area. It's due to the new $20 minimum wage for fast food workers. I mean, can you imagine how many restaurants are going to close down because you have to pay your workers $20? I mean, last I checked, fast food isn't really what, I don't know. Is it a full-time job? Usually, that's kind of a temporary thing. $20 to work at a fast food place? Wow. Okay. Shake Shack. Shake Shack. They've done some research on what dogs dream about. Sometimes your dogs are sitting there sleeping and they start whimpering or, kind of swimming with their legs. Dogs dream. It tends to indicate that dogs dream about real-life events. How do they possibly know this? According to the American Kennel Club, smaller dogs are more likely to have increased dream frequency than larger dogs, but they are also having shorter dreams. So short dogs have short dreams, whereas large dogs have less dreams, but when they do dream, it's for a longer period of time. Recent research on dogs has yielded more findings about their brains and behaviors, like the fact that they can smell humans' stress, they can distinguish languages, and why little dogs outlive big dogs. So, some interesting studies going on with the dogs. How about Walmart? They're slowly moving away from McDonald's locations in their stores. At one time, there were over 1,000 golden arches inside of Walmart stores. Today, that's down to just 150. They're being replaced with various fast food places like Taco Bell, Domino's, and even Starbucks. Maybe they should put a Shake Shack in Walmarts. If you're a Peaky Blinders fan of the show Peaky Blinders, there is evidently a movie coming along, full speed ahead, so look for a Peaky Blinders movie. And then also in TV, Sigourney Weaver has confirmed that she will be in the cast of a new Mandalorian movie on the way from Disney. Will Disney somehow ruin this? I mean, Mandalorian has been a pretty good show for Disney and Star Wars fans. Hopefully, Disney doesn't do what Disney does and make it bad. Fingers crossed. Shall we go into the impossible question?
Today's impossible.
Let's do it. Shake Shack. Shake Shack. Question. All right. Today's impossible question. 58% of men say it's a turnoff when they see a woman do this. What do you think it is? 58% of men say it's a turnoff when they see a woman do this. Think about that. Good morning, Laura DeCook from Mahaska County Conservation, the Great Outdoors. Superstar. Laura DeCook. Cindy, your German Shepherd goes for a good run every time that she naps during the day, yeah? Josh Shetler, Shake, Snack, Shack. That's a mouthful. Yeah, good morning to you, Cindy. What else we got in the comments? Eloise hanging out this morning. Jackie, good morning to you. And a happy birthday to you. By the way, I missed one birthday earlier. I'm getting sidetracked, but I need to add Susie Fowler to my list. She has a birthday coming up tomorrow, so I apologize. Susie, we will get you added to the list. Susie Fowler with a birthday tomorrow. Today's impossible question. 58% of men say it's a turnoff when they see a woman do this. It is take a selfie, especially if she's puckering up like a duck. What is with stupid face? So taking a selfie evidently turns about 60% of men off, according to this study. I don't know. Let's get weird.
That is weird.
In some weird, let's go to Chicago. The bacteria that causes Legionnaire's disease has been found in the drinking water of the Environmental Protection Agency's Loop Chicago offices. Whew. That's a long string of words there. Employees are demanding the problem be fixed. Isn't it ironic that the Environmental Protection Agency in Chicago dealing with a bacteria in their drinking water? It's weird. Let's see here. There's an investigation underway in Tempe, Arizona after a Wells Fargo employee died while on the job and nobody noticed. A new timeline released by police suggests her body was there for 4 days before she was discovered. She died at work, in her office, at her desk, and sat there dead for 4 days. Let's see here. An associate who spoke to the news anonymously said the situation is troubling. Tempe police confirmed with the news on August 16th, 60-year-old Denise Prudhomme scanned into work at the building at 7 a.m. And then on August 20th, building security called authorities after finding her unresponsive. She was on the third floor, kind of away from the main aisle. So, she wasn't really in the high-traffic area, obviously. That employee said this is where it gets nasty. Several people smelled a foul odor, but they thought it was just faulty plumbing. No, it was just this woman's dead body. They said while most employees at the Wells Fargo office work remote, the building has 24/7 security, and someone should have found her. The other employees said their direct management addressed the incident, offering counseling, and told workers the building was thoroughly cleaned. Well, thank goodness for that. Police say there's nothing suspicious about the death, but still haven't confirmed many details about how she died. So she died at work and nobody knew. Nobody discovered it till 4 days later. Weird. Let's go to North Korea. Hey, good morning to you, Pat. Let's see here. North Korea has ordered all of its students abroad to return home for, is it ideological training to reverse the outside influence the students have been exposed to while overseas. So North Korea students that are abroad being forced to return home. We wouldn't dare want them to start opening their minds to outside of North Korea. Let's go to the NFL. Tom Brady begins his lucrative new gig as an NFL analyst for Fox Sports next month. Brady also hopes to soon become a part owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, that combination has resulted in a unique set of rules that will limit what Brady can do as a broadcaster, according to ESPN. Brady, for example, won't be able to watch team practices, enter team facilities, or attend the usual production meetings between broadcast teams and players and coaches. Now, the reasoning behind this is because they want to avoid conflicts of interest with Tom potentially being a part owner of the Raiders. So, Tom Brady, how's that going to work? If he can't be involved in all this stuff, how is he going to be a good analyst? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. And then finally, in the weird, down to Texas we go. Usually the danger on the beaches in Texas is maybe stepping on a seashell. However, there is a new thing to look out for, as they say, warning, warning, danger. Will Robinson, your worst nightmares are washing up right now, according to Texas A&M, Research Institute for Gulf of Mexico Studies. They cautioned earlier this month about the appearance of what they call poisonous fireworms. Fireworms. Fireworms, also known as bristle worms. Let's see here. They have drifted ashore near Corpus Christi and Port Aransas. They're called fireworms due to the pain that they inflict on anyone that dares to touch them. They say it literally feels like fire for about 3 hours. And your skin can feel sensitive in the sting site for weeks, depending on where it stung you. So if you're going to Texas, to the beaches of Texas, look out for the fireworms. They might bite you and cause you some pain. Let's go to the files of Law and Disorder. In some disorder, we already talked about this earlier, actually, so we're going to skip over this. We talked about the boy with the ice cream stand getting shut down. There were actually death threats involved in that story too, if you want to dig a little bit deeper. The kid that was doing the fundraiser, the ice cream stand for his brother's hockey team, people are complaining, and let's see here. Nancy Doherty, the mom in this situation, said that it was distressing to her to hear the town employees had received threats because of the kid's ice cream stand. So people going bonkers about this ice cream stand out in Massachusetts. So watch out for that. Should we do some duh? Let's
Duh.
do some
Duh. Duh. Duh.
duh. Oh, you like my wrestling belt, Josh? Yes. And in case you haven't been following along, Josh, that's going to be part of my football broadcast tonight for Pekin Football. That is the Steve Shetler Media Athlete of the Year belt, which was won by Addison Adam of Cardinal. And I'm going to be presenting her the belt at halftime tonight of our broadcast. So make sure you tune in at halftime, and we'll be talking to Addison from Cardinal Track, and we'll be giving her her belt So the belt, this is the last you're going to be seeing of the belt here in my studio. In fact, I have to remember to take that with me tonight. I can't forget the belt. It's on my to-do list. Don't forget the belt. Let's go to the duh. In some duh, Philadelphia police responded to an unusual and rather awkward incident near a river on early Wednesday morning. A vehicle parked on Kelly Drive in Philadelphia had made its way into the river near the Columbia Bridge around 4:45 a.m. What was going on at 4:45 a.m. to make this car roll into the river? Well, if the cars are rocking, don't come a-knocking. Police say a man and woman were engaging in quote-unquote intimate activities at 4:45 in the morning. I mean, if you were like out for a late night at the bar, 4:45 a.m., I'd be sleeping or passed out. So they were doing their thing when the woman accidentally disengaged the gear, causing the vehicle to roll right into the water. Whoops. Both the man and woman were able to escape safely with no injuries. The vehicle, believed to be a Range Rover, was pulled from the water around 9 a.m. So that, I don't know if they were fully clothed or not, but they did get out and were safe. So, duh.
Duh. Duh. Duh. Duh. Duh.
That is your duh. That is your morning wake up here on Steve Shuttler Media. We thank Ottumwa Coasters for being our sponsor. Make sure you get a hold of Elizabeth. Follow the Ottumwa Coasters page and take advantage of their great advertising plan there. Oski Dental brings us to studios. Give them a call, 641-673-4845. And one last look at our forecast brought to us by the Garden Gate. I don't think we have any chances of rain anymore for today. Otherwise, cloudy skies, a high of 79. And then, we'll go ahead and take a look at tonight. It's Football Friday night. Come on, man. We'll gradually clear off tonight. A low of 57. Should be a beautiful night for some high school football here in Southeast Iowa. Of course, we're going to have Pekin football live here on Steve Shuttler Media. Kickoff scheduled for 7 o'clock. Pre-game right around 6:50. Josh Clubb, Zach Wise going to be your announcers. I'll be hanging out. Hopefully I'll remember to take the belt with me to give to Addison Adam at halftime. So Pekin football coverage starting tonight live here on Steve Shuttler Media. Again, look for full coverage of tonight's Sigourney-Keota game. We'll have a bunch. I mean, we'll get a photo dump, basically, of pictures from the SK game tonight, courtesy of Clint Dye. We'll get an article from him with some in-depth analysis. We'll get a highlight of the game video as well. So make sure you tune in for Pekin football and SK coverage all year long here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. Otherwise, of course, today, not only is it Football Friday, we've got 1-year anniversary celebration today at Barnwired in Sigourney. 11:30 to noon is our Iowa Music Showcase. We always do that Fridays at Barnwired. Tyler Richton and the High Bank Boys, one of the hottest bands here in the state of Iowa, going to be hanging out with us today from 11:30 to noon. Live interview and live original music from Tyler and the guys. So you can tune in for that on Facebook and YouTube from 11:30 to noon. And then right after that, right after our broadcast, we're going to be celebrating my 1-year anniversary as Steve Shuttler Media. Going to have cake. My wife went and got the cake yesterday. We're going to have prizes, a prize wheel. You can spin the wheel, make the deal, and win a prize. So we'll have some different things for you to win. Somebody's going to a random person's going to win a free lunch today at Barnwired, so make sure you tune in. Again, we're going to be celebrating. I know Jackie McDermott's going to be there. She's going to be celebrating her birthday. We've got Amy Schwartz's last day working at Barnwired today on a Friday at least. She'll still be there on Mondays, but her last Friday. So tune in, stop in. It's going to be fun at Barnwired. And then we got football tonight. We've got sports section tomorrow morning. It's a loaded weekend here on Steve Shuttler Media. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate all the sponsors for making things possible. And otherwise, Monday, of course, is Labor Day. So I think I'll take Monday morning off. So we won't do this on Monday, but I'll be back on Tuesday at 7 a.m. for the next morning wake up. Make sure you tune in then. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you later.